Oh, man.
That's unfair, man. Bottom of 7 points in the game.
To Del Puente.
Oh, wow.
Sarangani makes the shot and knocks it down. Maloya is open. 3-pointer. Oh, my goodness! He's a jumper by Robin Celis. Caballero has time. He just posterized by Scatchero.
It's the middle of the week and we are counting down the days before we end our regular season. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. We are live today from the Pasay Astrodome in Pasay City, where we will have another triple header. In our first game, we have the Parañaque Patriots. Although already eliminated, they will try to play spoilers to the bid of the Sarangani Gripper to still make the play-in in the Southern Division. Later on at 6 o'clock p.m., we have the Muntinlupa Cagers facing the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers in an important South Division showdown. And in our 8 o'clock p.m. game, the Pasay Voyagers defend their home court against the Marikina Shoe Masters. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat mga kaliga. This is Javi Palanya joined by Andre Doremdes. Mapapanood nyo ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino on our YouTube channel as well as on pusop.com. And we are live on Solar Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays beginning at 6 o'clock p.m. Alright, let's dive down into our pregame discussion. Parañaque has been represented well individually, although the team's success has not come. Paulo Castro and Wilson Baltazar have both turned in some impressive performances para sa Patriots sa kanilang huling laro. And both of these guys will be important as the Patriots try to spoil the bid of Sarangani to make it into the play-in tournament. Castro was his usual self from the outside, while Wilson Baltazar was playing against his former team, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Although this was a loss para sa kanila, they still were able to put in some decent performances, Dre.
Yes, as you mentioned, Javi, we have Paulo Castro and Wilson Baltazar contributing to the teams, scoring 11 and 10 respectively. Not shooting that well para kay Paulo, but Wilson having 4 out of 7. Paulo also contributed to the team by giving 7 rebounds. Javi.
So Paulo Castro hoping to have another good performance today along with Wilson Baltazar. Baltazar already a former MPBL champion dito sa ating liga. And he will try to lead together with Paulo Castro an undermanned Parañaque team today against Sarangani, who will have Mix Pascual and Lars Sunga here this afternoon. Sunga has been one of the leading scorers of Sarangani this season, while Mix Pascual was a somewhat late addition para sa kanila, but he added some firepower dun sa kanilang outside shooting, one of the fastest releases here in the league. And against Bataan, although nagkulang sila sa firepower, they were still able to score in double figures each.
Yes, though losing to Bataan, we see Mix Pascual scoring 15 points, all on 3-point field goals. And Lars Sunga also contributing 12 points to their team.
Lars Sunga, I'm not sure if he will be playing this afternoon, but Mix Castro is definitely, Mix Pascual rather, is in the fray for the Sarangani Gripper, who will try to win today against Parañaque to improve their bid of making the play-in tournament in the South. Let's go to Miguel Perez.
It's Parañaque Patriots versus Sarangani, live on the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Let's meet the starters first for Parañaque Patriots. Starting at guard, number 3, Alec Elorte. Center, number 30, Justin Padua. Forward, number 15, Jomar Santos. Also at forward, number 6, Wilson Baltazar. And at one guard, number 39, Shaq Alanes. The Parañaque Patriots is led by Melky Villanueva. Assistant coaches, Franklin Mancho, Tyrone Ruiz, Syke Miguelino, and Joseph Abaya. Team owners, Jamal Vizcarra and Honorable John Villafuerte. Now for Sarangani Gripper. Starting at guard, number 0, Mix Pascual. Also at guard, number 12, Martin Gozum. Playing center, number 34, King Destacamento. Forward number 25, Aaron Decano. And the other forward number 1, Carlo Escalambre. The head coach for Sarangani is Toto Dohilio. Assistant coaches, Mark Manalang, Joshua Inocentes, John Covarrubias, Jock Labrador, Lawrence Lopez, and Jeff Cleopas. Team consultant is John Calios. Team manager is architect Andrew Bellarmino.
Between our starters for this game, Parañaque will have Shaq Alanes and Alec Elorde in the backcourt, joined by Justin Padua, Jomar Santos, and Wilson Baltazar up front. Sa kabila naman, Coach Toto Dohilio will be starting things with Migs Pascual, Martin Gozum, King Destacamento, Aaron Decano, and Carlo Escalambre. No Kit Jimenez, no Lars Sunga this afternoon for Sarangani. But still, this is going to be an important game para sa kanila, considering that they still have a chance to enter the play-in tournament in the Southern Division. Sarangani is currently 9-18. Well, Parañaque obviously down in the cellar in the South, 1-25 right now. And they have 2 remaining games after this in Nueva Ecija and Manila, while Sarangani has Caloocan right after this matchup against Sarangani. The opening tip goes to the red shirts, but they failed to convert. Parañaque now with a chance to open up scoring festivities in this game. Parañaque, this is a team that has a few veterans on the roster. Medyo matatagal na rin yung mga naging experience nila dito sa liga na to. Some of them you've already played with and played against, Dre. And hindi imposible para sa kanila na manalo, although they have lost most of their games this season. Kung gugustuhin naman nila, there is a good chance for them to make something out of each game.
Yes, I agree, Javi. And from an individual standpoint, I truly believe that each player should play to their best of their abilities. Syempre kasi you need exposure in order to get opportunities. So even though their teams are losing, individual performances still, because everybody's watching, Javi.
Exactly.
So individual performances are very important.
Migs Pascual getting that 3-point shot to go to put Sarangani on the board. And I do remember you still playing for QC a few seasons ago, where you led that team in scoring, and that opened up a lot of opportunities for you.
Yes, the reason why I said that is, syempre, I was playing for QC, well below 500 team, but I didn't think of our standing, I didn't think of our team's situation. I just tried to play the best of my abilities every game, syempre, para mapansin. And yun, I would say that I would be a testament to this word. I was blessed enough to be picked up by Terrafirma's 3x3 squad due to how I played with QC. So yes, very important to play individually, to play to their best of abilities.
Shaq Alanes has been playing to the best of his abilities, at least individually this season for Parañaque. He has been their leading scorer, and he has scored that basketball in a very effortless way. Although it's really the lack of defense as a team that Parañaque has had major trouble with this year. Kaya nahihirapan talaga sila makakuha ng panalo. But if you talk about scoring, Shaq Alanes is, for me, still one of the best in the league.
Yes, I agree. One of the very best scorers in this league. He can get hot anytime on the floor. Actually, Javi, a very fun fact lang. It was actually Shaq Alanes who saw me play for QC, and he was the one who told the coaching staff and the management ng Terrafirma, which yun, that's the reason why I would say Shaq Alanes is the reason why I got into Terrafirma's 3x3 squad.
Interesting. Okay, that's a nice story to know. So si Shaq Alanes pala naging dahilan, ha? Siya yung naging bridge.
Siya yung naging bridge. He watched one of my games. I think it was QC against Pampanga. I played a good game. Kahit tamba kami nun ng mga 40 points, napansin pa din niya ako. Sabi niya,
I think I covered that game.
Yes, you did. You covered that game, I remember. Sabi ni Shaq, sayang daw. So, very blessed also to play with Shaq and now actually covering one of his games.
Shaq Alanes right now trying to lead this Parañaque team to a rare victory this season against Sarangani, although the Gripper have their sights set on winning this game to try and improve their bid to enter the play-in in the South Division. Alec Elorde will pick up the foul. This is our three-point shot of the game, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Mix Pascual getting it to go from the outside.
Yes, a three-point shootout contestant, Mix Pascual, with a quick release. Made 5 3-point field goals in his last game. So we definitely need to see a game like that again from Mix Pascual if they want to catch a win here today.
That's Martin Gozum who gets the free throw to drop. Sarangani up early here, 10-7. 4 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Pete Santos, that's also another battle-tested veteran here in the league. Bounced around many teams already. The last stop being Caloocan. Baltazar blocked there. Escalambre trying to attack the defense of Alec Elorde. That's a travel against Carlo.
Very happy to see Carlo Escalambre healthy. He came off that injury, Javi, so very happy to see him play.
This is our fast pick of the game, brought to you by Extreme Xbox, personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke. Now, Carlo, coming out of high school, was one of the more athletic recruits in college. Actually, may na-share ka na ng fun fact kanina. Si Carlo at si Shaq Alanes were my batchmates in the 2008 Junior NBA National Camp.
Oh, that's interesting.
Along with guys like Jay Havilosa, Mac Talio was our MVP.
Wow, what a batch for your junior NBA.
Yes, sir. That also had Chris Porter, formerly of Batangas, and a slew of other MPBL players also who've seen action already in the league. Meanwhile, Parañaque will take it out of bounds here from the baseline. There seems to be an issue with the clock here. Coach Melky Villanueva of Parañaque looking on. Pete Santos so far with 3 points in this game for the Patriots.
Speaking of the junior NBA, I think I was batch 2014. Mga kabatchmate ko nun sila,
Oh my God,
SJ.
6 years apart.
Mga kabatch ko nun si SJ, Belangel, sino pa? Well, yung batch ko kasi parang wala masyado nagtuloy sa basketball. Actually, I think it was in our batch, ang nagtuloy lang talaga si SJ.
Ikaw.
Ako, yeah, I think that's about it. Yung mga ibang mga players like Ryan Amsali also, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, some of the notable players from that batch.
One of the many grassroots programs we have here in the Philippines. Actually, you know, right now, ang sarap na maging player ngayon because there's so much opportunity to grow, get exposed, be noticed. Prior to years ago, kung saan konti lang talaga yung window of opportunity. Tsaka ngayon, ang daming liga. You know, you don't even have to go to a good college anymore. You don't have to go to a UAP or NCAA school because even the other collegiate leagues, they have good exposure now as well.
Exactly. Actually, I think it's the same for your time as well. Nung time ko, lalo ng high school, college, halos isa-dalawa lang yung mga liga nun.
Yes.
And you really have to be in a good school per se to be noticed. Now, ang dami ng mga liga. So, daming opportunity na ngayon para sa mga players ng Pilipinas.
We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. That's why it's very important that players, especially the young kids, they do not get distracted with everything that is offered to them. Dahil nga ang dami ng opportunities, marami ring opportunities to get distracted.
Yes, syempre, with the good that comes with the opportunities, meron din bad. Syempre, ang daming situations where players get distracted with offers, money, whatever offers come their way. Kasi nung time natin, Javi, I don't know, nung time ko sa high school, ang ma-offer lang talaga is scholarship.
Yes.
And sobrang saya na natin doon for us. Sobrang laking bagay na yun, nakaka-proud na sa family. So ngayon, well, although it's a good thing for these players to be getting
For sure, no
all
doubt.
these, syempre, you just need to be focused on the bigger picture. Huwag masyado mabulag sa mga offers. Kasi obviously the end goal still is to make it to the professionals.
Yes, sir. And these guys are professionals. For Alves called for that foul there against Jomar Santos, who was able to strip the ball away from him. That's why Jomar Tweety Santos will be taking 2 free throws.
As you said, Avi, a very battle-tested veteran, a very serviceable veteran. So very happy he's got the starting role here in Parañaque. Contributing well actually. Sa lahat ng mga hindi kita sa stats pero mga dirty work na kailangan sa kanyang Parañaque, nagagawa niya.
And Jomar Santos, quite undersized for the 4 position, but he has proven how much he can be of value to any team that signs him up. Dahil nga sa sobrang dami niya na napaglaruan dito sa MPBL, talagang proven na yung kanyang value to each team that gets him. Empty possession there for Parañaque as Padua misses. 3-point lead here for the Gripper. Under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, we have Martin Gozum, also former PBA 3-on-3 player.
Yes.
Lefty, sobra, for me, his best part of his game is his step back and when he attacks left. You can't give him that left. The jumper is also nice, but very well contested over there. But yeah, Martin Gozum, a very solid player. Isa din sa mga players na pinaka nahirapan ako bantayan sa PBA.
Totoo pala talaga yun, no? Yung mga kaliwete, mahirap daw talaga bantayan eh.
Mahirap. Other than the fact na, syempre, unconventional, when you're trying to defend a lefty, syempre, yung iba yung kamay na gagamitin mo pang contest. They like attacking left. So, using that right shoulder bump, it's very tough to defend a lefty na marunong talaga umatake both left and right.
This guy, he has had a lot of people guard him, but a lot of those people have had a lot of trouble trying to stop him.
Exactly. Another prime example of that, lefties that use their body and can go left, right. Shaq Alanes, a very stocky guard, uses his body very well. His step back game is very beautiful, and the play before his free throw, he's very good at fishing fouls.
Kind of like your local James Harden, I must say.
Yes, parang mga cross ni Jalen Brunson and James Harden. In my opinion.
Yeah. Alves picking up his second personal. And that's gonna be big for the Gripper considering hindi ganun kalalim yung kanilang front court rotation. Parang nadulas nga lang doon si Shaq Alanes.
Another Shaq Alanes special over there. Pag dumadaan sa screen, expect Shaq Alanes to flop that. And he gets those calls. He sells it very well.
Kaya kung matapos yung basketball career ni Shaq Alanes abruptly, obviously we hope it doesn't, but he might have a future in showbiz.
Very good actor si Shaq Alanes.
Pwede to sa mga action film eh. Mga kontrabida ni Coco Martin ganyan. Ayan o, he gets the steal there. Paulo Castro ahead of the pack, and that's going to be an easy 2 points for Paulo Castro.
A good defense there by Shaq, not giving space even though the pick was coming.
They're actually keeping in step here with Sarangani talking about Parañaque. Pascual through the Alves screen. He's playing with 2 fouls, talking about Koy. Charles Caliano fakes the shot, opts to kick it out. Pascual, one-hander off the back iron. Offensive rebound to Charles Caliano.
This is specialty.
Ooh, Caliano drawing the foul there on the taller Paulo Castro.
Yeah, Caliano is a very good post player for a point guard. Uses his body very well, uses that spin, uses a jab step very well. Yes, here we see Shaq Alanes get that steal and a fast break point for Parañaque Patriots.
Yeah, he may not be the most hard-working defender, si Shaq, I must say, but he could be one of the smartest.
Yes, I agree. Not the most hard worker na defender, but Shaq is very smart on defense. Doesn't waste any movements.
Yes.
Knows his spots. Knows when to sprint. Knows when to pressure or not. So yeah, Shaq Alanes. I would say Shaq is one of the smartest players I've played with as well.
Also one of the smartest players that the MPBL has ever seen is now on the floor for Parañaque. That's Alan Mangajas. He has made a career out of outsmarting his opponents. From
Yes.
Mapua to the professional ranks.
I agree, and When I talk to him, lagi kong minimension talaga yung ankle socks niya eh. Sabi niya talaga sa akin, di daw niya kaya maglaro pag mahaba yung medyas niya. So I don't know if it's whatever routine it is, but I think it works out for him. Gusto ko nga gayahin eh.
Talaga. Have you ever played with ankle socks?
I guess sa mga papawis, oo, pero in the MPBL, not yet. Pero ang hirap eh. Para sa akin, na-awkward ako pag hindi ko nakikita yung medyas ko eh.
Siguro kay Alan, bata pa lang siya, nagsimula na talaga siya sa ganyan, kaya nasanay na siya.
Sanay talaga siya sa ganyan, sabi niya.
Much like the other players, kung hindi naman mahaba yung medyas nila, di rin sila sanay. I remember back in the day, especially during the 90s and early 2000s, the LaSalle players, all of them used to wear knee-high socks, especially Captain Hook.
Yes.
Oh, Alanes gets the blow-by on Nick Pascual, and he pays dearly for it.
Shaq Alanes realizing that the weak side, the defense, the help defense wasn't in position, uses that mismatch, the speed mismatch over Danny. Who's that?
It was Koy Alves.
Koy Alves using his attacking left. You can't give the left side to Shaq Alanes.
He, however, could not complete the three-point play. Parañaque is in the lead now, 15-13. Caliano will try to back up Castro once again, and he gets the better of the matchup.
All the time, he's going to go to that post, especially if he senses that the post defender doesn't defend the post very well.
Nakita mo yung mukha ni Paulo Castro, hindi makapaniwala na nag-go yun siya ng isang mas maliit na player sa kanya.
I was teammates with Charles in QC. And kahit ako, pinapostihan niya ako. Bigat talaga ng kaha niya ni Charles Caliano.
My goodness. So that's like a 5'6", 5'5" guy posting up a 6'4", 6'5" guy. Wow. Sarangani will take a timeout. They're down by 3 points. Shaq Alanes averaging 16.2 points per game for Parañaque this season. Last game against Pampanga, he had 17, Dre. And, you know, despite going up against a Pampanga team that boasts of a lot of talented defenders, nakuha pa rin ni Shaq yung kanyang mga numero.
Yes, I was talking to Shaq before the game and he told me na, yeah, despite always losing by a margin like that, he really tends to try to perform. Siyempre, he wants to perform not just to play for his name, but siyempre, he said it was disrespectful to the sport if he doesn't play to the best of his abilities every game.
That's right, that's right. I love hearing that. And it's nice to know that despite the stature of their team this season, ganyan pa rin yung naging mindset ni Shaq Alanes.
Yes, obviously averaging 16 points a game despite losing a lot of games. Di siya nawawalan ng gana. He still plays, tries to win every game. Good attitude from Shaq Alanes.
2-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Alanes able to sneak in a shot. Caliano with the heave. That's nowhere near the basket. Oh my goodness, what a performance here in the first quarter by Shaq Alanes. 10 big points to lead the Parañaque Patriots.
There we go, Mix Pascual with a quick release again. A very unconventional form, but you know what they say, if the shot ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. Shaq Alanes, he's doing everything here for Parañaque. On defense, on offense, you name it. This was just one of his big shots in the first quarter. What a performance for Parañaque, Shaq Alanes to lead the Patriots to this lead over the Gripper, 18-15.
You are still watching the MPBL. For the side of Coach Toto Duhilio and the rest of the Sarangani squad, masasabi nga daw natin na this season was indeed a challenging one for them. Maganda nga daw ang naging simula ng kanilang season, but along the way, they had problems completing the team at aminado siya na yun yung naging rason that their rhythm became disrupted. Coach Toto says, "How I wish mas naging buo ang team." Speaking of challenge nga, last game, Lars Sunga injured his hamstring. Good thing Danny Marilao is back from the province after almost a month of hiatus. Aminado nga rin siya na mahirap pag-catch up. But then again, he has this attitude na kahit veterano na, he is not ashamed to learn and listen sa mga mas nakakabata sa kanya, as he believes being called a veteran does not equate to being better than the rest of the team. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. Excellent report there for Sarangani. Coach Toto Duhilio, he did come in also midway through the season na, no, para sa Sarangani Gripper, coming on over from the Caloocan Batang Kankalu, of which he was the head coach for a few seasons actually. Coach John Calles took a step back, becoming the coaching consultant when Coach Toto came in here for the Gripper. And just like what Andrea said, no, Sarangani has had a lot of players coming in and out of their roster. As we see, Carlo Escalambre knocked down that 3-point shot.
9 points for Carlos Escalambre. The reason I believe why it's so difficult to contest Carlos' shot is kahit sa jump shot niya, Javi,
Oh, man.
grabe yung talon niya eh.
Super jump shot.
Super jump shot. So give him a little bit of space and he gets that jump. It's very hard to contest the shooting form from Carlo Escalambre.
There seems to be something about players from Isabela. Even Richie Rivero is from Isabela, right? And you already know how Richie Rivero performs in the air. Same way Carlo Escalambre can do.
Tingin ko yung ano yun, Javi, since corn capital yung Ilagan sa Isabela where they're both from, tingin ko yung mais yun eh. Pag kumakain ka ata ng mais, tumataas yung talon mo eh.
Yun pala yun. Had I known. I think it's too late for that now. Castro behind the line. That one's short. Marilao with the rebound. But it's stolen by Alan Mangahas. Tied at 18 apiece. Mangahas gets the screen from Papa. Giab flashes. Trying to hand it off here. Cinco gives it up to Castro. Parañaque taking their time on this possession. Mangahas sets for 3. That rims out. Giab with a rebound. He'll challenge Danny Marilao. That's an offensive
That should be an
foul.
offensive foul, using his left hand to shove out Marilao. Good call by the referees there.
This is our 3-point shot of the game, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
So there you go. Give him a little bit of space. Once he gets that jumper going, it's very, very tough to contest that jump shot from Carlo Escalambre.
Kahit nakataas yung kamay ni Alan dun eh, no? Wala siyang nagawa dahil grabe rin talaga yung elevation sa jump
Yes.
shot ni Carlo. Brillantes scoring there for Sarangani. Iab off the roll, able to make something out of that sidestep.
Brillantes, I believe, had a stint with Letran the previous year. Happy to see him in the pros and getting minutes and touches as well. A good roll there. Very easy basket by Ken Brillantes.
Brillantes, I think, with the proper training and guidance, could blossom into a good big here in the league. There you see Shakalanes from the Parañaque bench. That's a nice thing about the MPBL. No? If you find that your college career is not panning out for you, you can try out here and see if you have a spot, see if you have a team that's willing to give you a chance. And maybe, just maybe, you could actually have a better career. And that's also going to make you turn pro already, because here in the MPBL, this is a professional league.
Exactly. That's the beauty of the MPBL having a lot of teams. Especially we have players here that didn't even have a college career to begin with. So to have this opportunity, syempre, basketball is the favorite sport, the main sport in the Philippines. We have millions of players who aspire to be professionals. So the MPBL is a very, very great opportunity for players. Hindi umabot ng PBA, hindi nabigyan ng opportunity na makapagpakita pa rin, syempre. And Diba? That's their opportunity na mas may maangatan pa sa larangan ng basketball.
And to make a living out of it as well.
Yes, exactly.
Mga snaking his way through multiple defenders. Castro gets fouled on the jump shot. That's gonna go against Joboy Escalambre.
Yeah, Joboy Escalambre, the older brother of Carlo. I was with him in Ilagan. Very solid shooter as well. There you see a good cut, good find by Charles Caliano.
And on the other side, Papa gets set up by Alan Mangahas. Alan just doing what he does best, and that's setting up his teammates. Paulo Castro at the free throw line. Second one is no good. Parañaque in the lead by 2, 24-22. Joboy setting up the table, gives it up to his brother Carlo. Caliano is the one on the block here. He will not force it against Alan. Escalambre rises for the jumper. It's way off the mark. Cinco says, wait.
Good transition defense there by Sarangani, stopping the fast break.
Mangas, the
Good
lead
pass.
pass inside to Giab. Could not handle it well. Papa for 3. Look at Alan Mangas. How many times do you see Alan jump like that for a rebound?
Turning back the clocks, Alan Mangahas.
Oh,
The block.
Cinco denying access to high flyer Carlo Escalambre.
Good pass.
Castro, he can do that in his sleep.
Very smart by Mangahas there, realizing even though he has an open shot, he has a Castro who has a better percentage of making it closer to the basket. Easy 2 points for Paulo Castro.
Alan has not yet scored in this game, but he's dished out 3 assists already. Brillantes, a little push shot, that won't work. Mangahas, sorry, that's Marilao, failing to get that rebound, and Mangahas will walk it up here for Parañaque.
A veteran move here by Mangahas, opting to set up the offense first rather than just passing to the leaker over there.
They're now up by 4 points. Allen for 3. And
There
he
you go.
rattles in that shot.
Simple lang talaga ang laro ni Alan Mangahas. Off of the pick and roll, he's a maestro over there. Sees the under by the defender, sees the space, he likes the shot, makes the shot.
Remember, Sarangani, they still have a chance to make the play-in. Currently, 9-18 right now, and their best finish could actually be 11-18. That could also be the scenario for Cebu. And if that does happen, Sarangani will be the one to enter the play-in. If, of course, Muntinlupa falls under them as well. Because Sarangani has the tiebreaker over the Cebu Greats. Alan Mangahas leading the way here in the second quarter for Parañaque. 4 minutes and 38 remaining in the first half. Check out our Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness. Babalik ang MPBL dito sa Pasay Astrodome for our Wednesday triple header. A precursor to the triple header tomorrow, which will feature San Juan versus Abra. That's a game that everybody's waiting to see. Three-pointer, meanwhile, by Charles Caliano, who has been getting a lot of minutes here in the first half.
Yes, especially with the absence of Kit Jimenez, we're bound to see more minutes, more touches for Charles Caliano. And obviously, to start off, he's making the most out of this opportunity right now for the Sarangani.
7 points in the game for Charles. Papa kicks it out. Castro attacks the closeout. Pulls up from the elbow. Wala yan. Tatlo ang hinahabol ng gripper. Destacamento back in the game for Coach Toto Trujillo. Escalambre pulls up, 15-footer is good.
Kahit na injury siya, no, Javi, di na pa rin nawala yung talon niya.
Hindi talaga. Bumalik. And other players, actually, they struggle to have their athleticism back after knee injuries, no, especially. Pero parang kay Carlo, parang walang nangyari.
Yes, and I believe it wasn't just an ACL. I believe it was an ACL and MCL at the
Yes,
same time.
oo.
So, happy na he's got his bounce back. He's playing very well. So, happy for Carlos Canapro.
Charles Caniano also playing well. Gripper down by only 1 heading into this timeout. Escalambre, Destacamento, and Gozum all could not make it to double figures, and it was such a dismal display of shooting para sa kanilang tatlo, which greatly hurt their chances of just even keeping in step with Bataan sa kanilang huling laro, where they were down by as much as 31 points. Parañaque with the basketball now, holding on to a 1-point lead. James Mangahas is in the game for the first time for the Patriots. Allen Papa trying to dance with Ken Brillantes. That is a foul. Could be an unsportsmanlike one.
Looks like a landing spot.
Referee Seb Pingol will be reviewing this together with our officials. Alric Damicog, Philbert Tugab, and Michael Kina is the 4th man. Brillantes did not allow Papa some space to land after that jump shot. So let's see what the referees decide after this review. Really very tricky when you're a defender and you're trying to stop a shot behind the arc when players have that tendency to also jump forward.
Especially Javi, kung yung jump shooter has a high release point, yung mataas yung talon sa jump shot, and you're trying to contest the shot, obviously. So yeah, it looks like a landing spot foul there.
Coach John Canales is still trying to argue the case, but the final decision of our officiating crew is it is an unsportsmanlike foul on Ken Brillantes.
I believe it's a 50-50 call too from the referees. Siyempre, sa replay, you can kind of see that the jump shooter was kind of also leaning forward. So it's a 50-50 call. So very understandable for Coach John Callis to not like the call, obviously, because it could go both ways.
Dahil nga umahabol rin sila dito kanina, isa na lang yung lamang ng Parañaque. Now the Patriots have a chance to extend it further. It's back up to 3 points. Ricky Santos will check back into the game. Balik na rin dito si Wilson Baltazar para sa Parañaque, as well as Shaq Alanes. Solid second quarter so far for the Patriots. Both their starting unit and their bench have been in sync. Baltazar misses on the pull-up. Italiano looking inside to Toy Alves. Faces up against Ricky Santos, almost lost it. Mix Pascual will launch. That was off to the left side.
Good defense there by Shaq. Obviously, he knows that Mix Pascual has a quick release, opting to close out quick and challenge the shot of Mix Pascual.
James to Santos. Wow, that just falls in. That's a nice sight to see that shot by Jomar Santos swish the net.
Yeah, high looper there, switch the net. That's a feel-good shot right there.
Already 5 threes in this game for Parañaque. Sarangani not far behind with 4. Alves testing the metal of the defense of Jomar Santos, and he gets the score there.
Yes, Alves, even though he looks skinny, lanky, very, very strong post move there.
Pareho sila ni Waray Gimpayan sa lagay na yan.
I agree. Very strong despite looking skinny.
Yes. Tsaka pag bumangga ka, alam mo yung pangit rin pag bumangga ka sa ganyan. Ang sakit eh.
Ang
Kasi
titik-
tulis eh.
Ang tutulis ng mga buto yan. Ang hirap masiko sa masikmurahan ng mga yan.
Alves improvising there. Gets the dipsy-do to drop. By Alves with back-to-back baskets for Sarangani.
Just, you're right, Javi. Tama yung sinabi mo, I believe na he has a similar play style to Binyan's Gimpayan. We have they can attack off the dribble. Very capable defenders as well. As we see there,
He forces the turnover.
there you go.
Medyo iba lang siguro yung style nila sa opensa. Pero tama ka, they both could do things in similar ways.
Making use of that Euro step and the reverse layup.
Mas may style lang ng konti ito si Koy Alves. in my
Yes,
opinion.
I agree.
Escalambre, hand in the face. That almost went down. Thankfully for Parañaque, they clear that possession. Exactly a minute to go here in the first half. Alanes assessing the defense. That's a tough shot.
Wow, what an angle there by Shaq Alanes on the right side too.
Off the glass and in para kay Shaq Alanes. 12 points in the game. His first basket here in the second quarter. after
I
scoring 10
believe
in the first.
Shaq was shouting at me saying he was doing that to me in practice back in the day.
Not sure if Caliano was blocked by the board or by Santos. Nevertheless, Parañaque gets possession.
There you go. Expect Shaq to attack the basket again.
My
Ooh.
goodness. He's just like he's going through the motions here. He doesn't even look like he's having a difficult time. He doesn't even look like he's trying.
No, scoring is way too easy for Shaq.
Well, just like if you leave Mix Pascual wide open. 4 seconds left here in the second quarter. That's an early heave for Baltazar. And Parañaque will finish the first half on top. A rare sight to see. You don't normally see the Patriots leading after 2 quarters, but because of this guy, it has been a possible feat.
Shaq Alanes using pace very well, fast, low, fast, attacking the rim very hard, but not also in just scoring. He's also dished out 3 assists as well and made a lot of stops down the stretch. So very good half there by Shaq Alanes.
Can this be sustained by Alanes and the Patriots? Malalaman natin ang sagot sa tanong na yan mamaya. 37-34 ang ating score. We'll be back.
San Juan naman remains among the elite here in the MPBL, but they've shared the spotlight with the other teams.
Ganun bigat yung magiging kalaban mo if you're going up against the Weavers.
David Defonso, nakabuelo. Gio Chu, nice pass to a streaking Raven Gonzalez. Serrano puts it up, puts it in from downtown.
They have San Juan left in one of their remaining games.
But boy, they have to find an answer to this relentless offensive rebounding nitong Abra.
The response was quick and deadly.
That's gonna hurt.
Here we go. Arvin Gamboa, what a move. With the Binuya miss, Panganiban attacks and scores.
And the Knights cannot afford to relax here.
Panganiban will drive, blocked by Concepcion. Yanisan underneath.
Para sa Batangas City, Gio Chu will slam it down with 2 hands.
We have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
This is far from over.
Is that for Diego?
Pero mintis, 2 free throw, ha? Oh, what a pass! Mix Pascual setting up Kit Jimenez.
This has got to be one of the best games, if not the best game that we've seen from Mix Pascual. Good decision making right there, but you got to catch up on the other end.
Defense once again. Ugsang at the post. Fading away. Oh my goodness, Reeve Ugsang. How about that?
If your key player is down, it's the role players that take over. Reebok San this time, after giving that pass earlier to Mark Meneses, decides I'm gonna take on this one, taking on 3 white shirts, fading away, knocking it down to the delight of the Cebu Braves bench.
Sazon. Yambing will slam it down. was actually asking for the lob. This guy could really jump out of a building. So si Rin William Bing.
Nice little pocket pass delivered there by Ives Sazon. It's still a slam for Rin William Bing. One hand flush as he brought back yung kanyang cornrows for this game.
You don't want to see going as well. Tandaan natin. Oh, what a move!
Grabe yun. And Mac Talio able to score.
In and out with the left hand and that right hand finish, leaving the defense on the dust. Mac Talio at his best, breaking down primary defenders.
Napako na sa 64 points. Rodel Gravera will slam it down with two hands.
He pretty much deserves that moment, itong si Rodel Gravera. He's just been a guy that they pull off the bench and always gives positive results. He never runs out of effort. Well, it's a foot race with Migs Pascual, and Migs was not gonna challenge that. And Rodel Gravera, a very quiet, athletic guy.
At nauuna siya dito, Farito will slam it down with his left hand.
He is in a zone. Christian Pajarito has made this Voyagers team and this Cuneta Astrodome as his playground tonight, showing us everything that he can do on the floor. Left hand jam puts in that exclamation on the kind of game that Christian has played.
Missing the second. Davao, chance to win it. Escobedo inside the pass. Escocio scores! 0.7 seconds remaining. Val City calls timeout. What a play there by the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Well, they quickly ran the other way and trying to attack, understanding the time that was left, that front end miss.
About a 4-second differential between shot and game clock.
That is enough time.
Roy Sumang attacks, pulling up. Money on a mid-range jumper.
They got time.
But still a two-possession game. Hamon, a second remaining. And that's gonna do it. Zamboanga. How about Roy Sumang? Struggling all game long with his shot. Delivers the dagger for the Zamboanga Sikat.
The dagger against June Manso, no problem. Little step back, and that basket made just in time to give them the lead and eventually the game.
Basilan with 7 steals compared to 8 naman for Ilagan Isabela. Alex Cabagno drives baseline. Oh! Had that tough angle but had the wits in English to will that one through.
Oh boy, what an incredible shot make by the Crunchman. Santos was trying to keep in step with him all the way to the hoop. Took it to the other side with a much more difficult attempt. Was able to use that offhand to keep Santos from getting in front of him. But still, the magnitude of the difficulty of the shot.
He has most start para dito sa Sarangani.
Oh! One-handed throwdown right out of the gates from Simon Sandagon.
Simon Sandagon in his last 2-3 games has really sent out a statement that he is laser focused to try and bring a title for the Quezon Huskers this season.
That came out of nowhere. Simon Sandagon announcing his entry.
Halftime between the Parañaque Patriots and the Sarangani Gripper. Hindi po yung nagbabalik mata mga kaliga. Lamang po ang Parañaque after the end of the first two quarters. 37-34, and it actually was a bit of a back and forth game most of the time. In the first half, Sarangani was the one who got off to an early lead, but Parañaque had a strong second quarter, Andre. The bench delivered para sa kanila.
Yes, a very, very close game here today. The stats show for it, very identical stats. Both teams shooting above 40%. Both teams also have similar three-point field goals. What stands out is the assists by Sarangani. They're sharing the ball more, getting more open layups. But this person right here, Shaq Alanes, the reason why they're up. A lot of isolation scoring from Shaq. So yeah.
Sarangani will have to tighten up their defense on that particular person. Alanes already with 14 points to lead on scorers in this game. He's backstopped by Jomar Santos and Allen Papa, as well as Paulo Castro for the Patriots. Sa kabila naman, it's actually Carlos Calambre leading the way for the Gripper. 9 points in the game. Caliano and Pascual have 7 apiece, while Alves has 5. Parañaque was actually in the lead by as much as 6 points in the second quarter. It could have even been more had they made the rest of their free throws.
Yes, I believe without Shaq Alanes, I think Sarangani would be up right now. So they need another half like that by Shaq Alanes in hopes if they want to win their second game of the season.
And here he is. He starts the third quarter with Paulo Castro, Santos, Baltazar, and Justin Papa. Pascual from the outside. That's no good.
Yeah, that release is very quick. The defender didn't even have time to contest that shot.
That's going to be a foul on Justin Padua. I'm sorry, not Papa. Justin Padua will pick up that foul. And the Stacamento will be the one taking the free throws. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Yeah, King Destacamento, another athletic big man, very mobile big, very athletic, crashes the offensive board. A very serviceable big man here for the Sarangani Gripper.
Yeah, one of the guys who really plays a lot of the minutes dahil nga hindi ganun karami yung mga tao sa posisyon na yan para sa kupunan ni Coach Toto Dohilio. There are only a few of them. Destacamento, Alves, Brillantes, Marilao, who, as Andrea mentioned earlier, was out for a month practically. But here he is, back like he never left, trying to help Sarangani to an important win today. Baltazar trying to answer quickly with a 3. That's no good. Tap goes to Castro. Paulo gets it off the glass.
I love that about his game. He doesn't force to attack the rim. If he sees he's open on the mid-range, he takes the shot.
At saka sanay na sanay rin yan maglaro dito sa Pasay Astrodome, having been part of the Pasay Voyagers before. But Castro has always been associated with Parañaque. That was his original team when he started. Padua could not finish at the rim.
Oh, King can also bring the ball down.
Oh, showing us that and his passing ability, although that was foiled by the Parañaque defense. Santos there stopping that delivery to whoever it was cutting through the middle. Escalambre thought twice about that shot for a bit, eventually launched it but missed.
Shaq's looking to attack. He's got that left side.
How does he actually get to draw that much fouls? Do you have an opinion on how he does it? Or could you break it down? But before that, let's turn over first to Miss Andrea Alicia.
Shaq Alanes may be at a bottom team right now, but sorry, Javi and Andre, Showbiz might have to wait because Shaq still aspires to go to a better team in the future, as he recalled the first season he played here in the MPBL. Para sa home court na ito, Pasay. Under Coach Cholo Martin, kwento niya back then, even though Pasay was considered a mid-team, every game was packed. The crowd was always wild, the team composition was good, and the environment even better. Sabi niya, iba yung saya at fulfillment kapag ganong sitwasyon ka naglalaro. The reason why he's been working hard, showing up, putting up the numbers is because of that hope that next season, he'd be closer to where he was before. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. Well, the way that he's playing this season, I have no doubt that some teams have him on their radar. At here, look at King Destacamento. What an impressive move using a little Pinoy step. Finishing with the offhand, Tudre.
Yeah, very smart there by Destacamento. Faking the handoff and opting to attack the middle. Also getting that foul.
This guy, he better make that shot. And he did. Rectifying his miss earlier off the feet of Paulo Castro. This time he gets the basket plus the foul.
A good pass there by Shaq. Realizing this big man is running the floor. Decides to reward him. And there he gets a three-point play.
Yun talaga yung kagandahan pag si Shaq Alanes yung naghahawak ng bola and when he is the one making decisions for you. He doesn't just get you scoring opportunities, but as his teammate, all you have to do is position yourself well. Mahahanap at mahahanap ka niya.
Yes, although Shaq is not known for his passing, known for his scoring, Shaq is very, very smart and doesn't force. If he doesn't see a lane, he's gonna try to find the open teammate.
Padua forces it inside. Baltazar passed up on a wide open look.
To answer your question earlier, Javi, well, Shaq, other than the fact that he's a very, very good shooter, Shaq loves contact. He's gonna bump your chest when attacking the rim, regardless kung gaano ka kalaki. So, very physical player. That's why he gets a lot of those fouls.
Iba talaga pag nasanay ka na naglalarong sanay na sanay bumangga. No?
Yes. He also has this build na very stocky. So, kahit mukhang madali lang tulakin si Shaq, sobrang tigas talaga maglaro ni Shaq.
And this guy too, he plays hard as well. Carlo Escalambre. Hard drive to the basket. Strong tank here against the taller Justin Padua.
Yeah, that's Carlos' game. He has 2 3-pointers so far, but I believe his game is really attacking the rim. Contradictory to sa laro naman ng kapatid niya, si Joboy Escalambre. I believe Joboy is a better shooter compared to his brother. And si Carlo naman yung more athletic na Escalambre.
Especially during his high school days and early college years, he would attack the rim relentlessly.
Yes, before all the injuries, mas bata pa siya. Talagang expect mo pag umatake si Carlo, grabe talaga. Loves contact, loves those end-one plays na attacking the rim ng taas ng talon.
You could even see him some games have some dunks in game.
Yes, once he gets that fast break, alam niya sobrang sure. Always expect Carlo to try to dunk that basketball.
Sarangani is now back in the lead, 43-42. Santos, those high looper shots have become his trademark here in the league.
Yeah, 9 points there. That's his trademark right there. Very high looper shot, and it's always a swish every time.
At Goy Alves tying things up at 45 quickly with the answer. Alanes could not yet, goes 2 points back. Destacamento could not finish through the contact. Instead, he will go to the line for 2 shots. He's improved that right-hand side game of his. No? Before, hindi mo siya makikita masyadong dumadrive using his right hand. But this, we see a lot coming from Tweety Santos.
Yeah, it's probably 3 steps behind the 3-point line. And a high looper shot as well, na set shot. Yeah.
Oo.
Hirap depensahan yan. You don't know if he's gonna shoot or not.
Destacamento rattles home the first.
Yeah, despite being a lefty, King really likes to attack that right side of the court. And as I mentioned earlier, nag-improve din talaga yung dribbling niya. Once he gets that rebound, advantage yun sa team. Siya na mismo magbababa. And he can absorb that contact too. Like, he got the foul.
Especially in this era, no, kung saan talagang hinahayaan na yung mga big man na magdala ng bola. Grab and go.
Yes, in this era where almost positionless na like kahit big man ka, kailangan marunong ka na mag-dribble, marunong ka magdala, marunong ka pumasa, able shooter ka. So, you know, the game of basketball is really changing. You have to be able to do a lot of things well, even though if you're a role player.
Pascual, he shoots well, but he misses that time. Baltazar forward to Castro, all alone underneath.
A good transition offense there by the Parañaque Patriots.
47-46, approaching the midway point of quarter number 3. Alves able to get the better of that matchup against Santos. Alanes defended here by
Backward pressure.
Gomez. There's no way you can steal that ball easily away from Shaq Alanes. Although he misses, James Mangas able to make something out of it still.
Yeah, Shaq always makes use of his offhand to protect the ball. See there, that little push there. Ball could go both ways. But eventually, since attacking that ring hard, sets up a basket for his teammate.
Mangas fails to complete the 3-point play. At na-master niya na yung paggamit ng offhand niya. No?
Lagi yan. Kahit dribble siya left or right, yung offhand niya, laging nakahawak sa sayo kaagad.
He turns it over here in Destacamento with a nice looking sidestep. Sarangani in the lead by 1. We're going back and forth here in the third quarter. This has been the story of the game since the second period. And Wilson Baltazar getting the lead back here to Parañaque. No team having a clear advantage in this game.
And although Wilson Baltazar is a very good shooter, I think in this game, to be more effective, I think he needs to attack the rim. Especially, he's a very tall guard. So may advantage talaga yan, lalo kung mas malit yung defender sa kanya.
Castro there attacking Martin Gozum. Not opting to settle for the outside shot. And he draws the foul on Martin Gozum. That's his first. This is our fast pick of the game, brought to you by Extreme X-Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
So there you go, the Parañaque Patriots sharing the ball well in order to get the easy 2 points in the fast break.
Castro sinks the first. Balik sa laro si Alan Mangahas. Papahinga muna si Shaq Alanes for the Patriots. 1 for 2 for Paulo Castro. Oh, Pascual has no qualms about shooting it from that far.
When you got the green light from your coaches and the confidence, you are definitely going to make shots like that.
Mangas to answer. Why not? Alves gets the step. He was ahead of the pack there and beat James Mangas to the cup.
That's a smart play right there, realizing that his defender just made the basket on the other side of the court, deciding to run the floor. Siyempre, hahabol pa si Mangas doon. Made use of that opportunity to have an end-one play to si Alves.
If you guys just tuned in, Sarangani is actually still in contention for a spot in the play-in tournament in the Southern Division. So this is an important game for them to win, especially because Muntinlupa will be playing later on in the day, going up against Rizal in our second game at 6 o'clock p.m. Cebu is hoping, though, that Sarangani will lose so that they are out of the picture. This free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. With a loss here today, Sarangani does get out of contention for that playing spot, and it helps Cebu boost their chances. Of course, Cebu will have to win their last game against Bacolod, and Muntinlupa will have to lose their last 3 games to Rizal, Pampanga, and Quezon for the greats to enter.
Yes, so not impossible, but syempre, yung focus na lang talaga ng Sarangani ngayon is to win this game and hope for the best.
Giab against 3 red shirts. He could not finish, almost but not quite. Sarangani trying to extend this 5-point lead. Kung ano pa yung strong side ni King Destacamento, doon pa siya nagmintis. He's made his last 2 baskets from the right side. Mangas wide open for 3.
He never forces anything. He sees that he's open, takes the shot. He's not open, tries to look for a teammate. Very smart by Mangas.
Ako napapansin ko lang pag nakaahit si Alan, parang mas maganda yung linalaro niya this season.
Siyempre, you know the saying, if you look good, you play
Feel
good.
good, yeah.
Kaya yun, not forcing any situations here. Open, tira. Pag libre yan, nilista mo na yan kay Alan Mangahas.
Matik yan. There's something about his aura today that is better than usual.
Yeah, he seems calm, just playing, parang walang ka-pressure. He's going through the motions, reading situations well. Itong si Alan Mangahas.
Danny Marilao back in the game. Remember, Alan during the first season of the MPBL figured in the finals representing Muntinlupa. That was quite the series against the inaugural champions Batangas.
There you go.
Papa pulls up, jumper, no good.
No look pass too.
Yep, saves the day there for Parañaque. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Caliano will sidestep. Marilao all alone near the basket.
Yeah, the defense there was non-existent. I don't know where the defender of Marilao was, but that was an easy cut to the basket there. No resistance.
We're not seeing a lot of defense in this game, but when we do, this is what happens. The players go out in transition and score.
And that's how you're supposed to play. If you get a stop, try to run in transition. Early offense muna bago i-set up. Textbook transition offense there by the Sarangani gripper.
We're up by 6 points. Mangahas sets up Papa. Trying to go around Marilao. Alec Elorde from the right flank. That's a bit short.
And this second half, I like how Parañaque Patriots are sharing the ball more. Less isolation plays. 3 to 4 players touching the basketball every single time.
And right there, that's a product of good ball movement as well for the Patriots. This time in transition. They move the ball up to the guy in front of them. This is our fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split type air conditioners.
There goes strong attack there, making use of right to left finish.
Gana pa nga ng foul doon si Allen Papa.
And he probably did get fouled on that play.
Caliano did get fouled here. The whistle was actually blown. That's why he is at the line for 2 shots, but he misses his first. 48.7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 68 to 62. Mangahas trying to manage the time here for Parañaque.
There go reset.
3 on the way. This one's long. Destacamento soars for that rebound. Gozum gathers, gets the basket. Cinco will just go all the way. Nobody stopping the basketball there.
Yeah, I like the space to end the quarter. A lot of transition baskets from both teams.
And both teams hardly setting up in the half court. Papa will get ahead. Oh, sorry, missed there. Lumingon pa kay Destacamento.
Well, you've got to realize that Destacamento is a very good rim protector. So, syempre, nakakailang pag nagtitrail si King Destacamento sa'yo.
That would have been a basket that would have cut the lead now to just 4 points entering the fourth quarter. Now we look at the highlights of the game brought to you by Ciplas, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
4 steps behind the 3-point line. High looper shot. And it's the second of the game.
Tomer Santos has produced 10 points in the game for the Parañaque Patriots, amply backstopping Shaq Alanes, while Koy Alves and King Destacamento have been playing very well for the Gripper in this game. So their bigs plus Mix Pascual have helped the Gripper to the 6-point lead entering the final frame. Check out our LGR fan of the game brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. I think that's the girlfriend of Alec Elorde there. Is Chelsea. Right here in the Pasay Astrodome for our Wednesday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Glad to have you with us. Good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Watching on YouTube, on pusop.com. This is Javi Palanya, joined by Andre Doremdes. Miss Andre Endiso is at courtside. Alan Mangajas has used his ball handling wizardry and orchestration to help Parañaque keep in step with Sarangani sa laro na to. But the Gripper having a big third quarter, 36 points para sa kanila in that period.
Yeah, making use of the transition, scoring a lot of easy baskets tong Sarangani. And, could also say that they're defending the balls very well. Huge third quarter by the Sarangani Gripper.
And I think turnovers also piling up for the Patriots have contributed to them falling behind here. Pero sila naman ang naka-force ng turnover dito laban sa mga nakapula. Coach John Calio is not happy with that outcome. Gozum will come out in favor of Mix Pascual. So he joins Charles Caliano, Coy Alves, Carlo Escalambre, and Ken Brillantes on the floor for Sarangani.
Pick and roll situation again for Mangajas. He's getting doubled.
Forced to give it up. Giab out to Elorde, trying to make the move on the taller Ken Brillantes. Mangajas from the outside. Easy rebound for Coy Alves. Escalambre sets for three. Off to the right, Brillantes couldn't put it back in. Third serving, this time it's good para kay Ken Brillantes.
And that's what he needs to do. Every time he's on the floor, I think the way he's going to be effective for Sarangani is he crashes the board religiously and tries to put it back when a miss. So good effort there by Ken Brillantes.
4 points, 4 rebounds in the game para sa kanya, the former Letran Knight. Elorde gets away from the defense, pulls up, shot is nowhere near the basket, and look at Alan Mangajas wrapping around the pass to Alan Papa. Caliano nagmamadali dito, beats everybody to the basket.
And that's been the problem of the Parañaque Patriots, I would say, Javi. When they make a basket, wala nagsisprint down, kaya ang dami talagang transition na offense tong Sarangani.
This is an 8-point lead for the Gripper, and Brillantes falls down to the floor. And Giab will be called for his third personal. About time now for Coach Melky Villanueva to insert back into the game his top 2 scorers sa laro na to in Shaq Alanes and Tweety Santos. That's Alan Mangas setting up Alan Papa. Pascual, top of the circle, 3, sends one home again. To the delight of the Sarangani bench.
You can't give that to Mix Pascual. He's a very, very capable shooter. You can't, out of the pick and roll, you just can't fight over like that. You have to give a little bit more effort.
It seems he has better rhythm off the bounce, no?
Yes, I agree. Kaysa catch and shoot, mas okay, mas nakikita ko talagang mas nami-make niya yung mga shots niya pag galing sa pick and roll, off the dribble.
77-66 is the score here. Biggest lead of the game now for the Gripper. Coy Alves has not yet missed the entire game. He's got 16 total, 11 in the third quarter, 11 of the 36 points that Sarangani had in the third period.
Yes, Alves a major contributor to the big third quarter by Sarangani, scoring 11 points.
And he did that in various ways. Close to the basket, from the free throw line, as well as breaking down his defenders from the outside.
He's also defending the point guard of Parañaque.
And here it's Alan Papa with the basketball, defended by Brillantes. Escalambre forward. Caliano loses the defense. Alanes tried to gamble with that steal, but Caliano got the better of that matchup.
Caliano already with 15 points. Parang ang quiet 15 para kay Caliano, but di mo ma-expect na 15 na pala ginagawa niya. Very effective scoring here by Charles Caliano, especially with the absence of Kit Jimenez, making use of this opportunity, scoring 15 points.
And he's got some great numbers also across the board, not just scoring-wise. 8 rebounds, 8 assists din para sa kanya.
Triple-double watch here for Caliano.
Almangajas with a heads-up play there to Cinco. 79-71. Mix Pascual once again ringing the bell from downtown. That's three-pointer number 8 in this game for the Gripper. Hard to imagine that they've only scored 8 from the outside. It seems to be a lot more. Shaq Alanes with a quick answer. Caliano getting away again. Who is gonna stop this guy?
17 points already and parang hindi siya nahihirapan eh.
Just like how Shaq Alanes has been able to terrorize the defense the entire game for Parañaque. It's Charles Caliano on the other side for the Gripper.
It's a good matchup between Caliano and Shaq. There you go again, Shaq.
Oh, this time from the parking lot. That's way off, but he gets his own miss. Almost got the follow-up to drop. Just left it a little short. Escalambre has Caliano trailing on the right side, but he decides to take matters into his own hands. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up para kay Carlos Escalambre. This is our kick. Second free throw is good for the former San Sebastian Stag. Lots of former Stags actually on this Sarangani team. No? And meron din history si Coach John coaching that college team in the NCAA a few years back. Oh, Mix Pascual again.
Mix Pascual is heating up. That's 3 straight three-pointers.
Mix Pascual in this game has really turned up the heat here in the fourth quarter.
19 points already for Mix Pascual.
Gozum, nobody stopping the basketball there. That's a cardinal sin.
Sarangani is beginning to pull away.
Martin Gozum helping out here. Sarangani in the lead by 15 points. You see here Pascual shooting three-pointer number 5. And he has got 19 points as Andre mentioned earlier. And Gozum right now also helping out the cause of Sarangani, helping them deal Parañaque another loss in this game. Mix Pascual, 19 points in this game. 5 out of 10 from the outside, Ray, including 6 assists.
Yes, tying his performance from last game, shooting 5 three-pointers tonight as well. Every three-pointer needed.
Let's go courtside to Miss Andrea Endicio.
24-year-old Migs Pascual shared to me his first season experience here in the MPBL, and since he entered the team mid-season, that became the challenge when it comes to building his rhythm. In his words, sa collegiate, more on the physical aspect ang puhunan, pero dito dapat sharp ka, maayos ang decision-making dahil konting mali mo lang could cost the team a lot. Hopping schools from high school to college started with San Beda Rizal to La Salle Zobel, back to Beda to UE, and last was with San Sebastian with Coach JK. He was no stranger to adapting as he shared, crossing borders is normal but don't burn bridges dahil maliit lang daw ang mundo ng basketball. Do you agree with that, gentlemen?
Of course, definitely. Maraming salamat, Andrea. And sure, Andre, you could attest to that. It's so hard to burn bridges dahil yun nga, sabi na nga ni Andrea, maliit lang ang mundo ng basketball. If you try to actually do that, that really puts your window smaller, in a smaller place. Lumiliit yung opportunities mo.
Yes, most definitely sobrang liit ng mundo ng basketball, especially here in the Philippines. Everyone knows each other, everyone talks to each other. Coaches talks about players. So, kaya...
Oh! Eye in the sky play. And Destacamento finishing that with a two-handed flush.
Destacamento can really get up there.
Sorry, I had to cut you. That was just hard not to call. Santos did not even try anymore after that lob. Caliano delivering another great pass.
It's a business decision there. If he would decide to jump with Destacamento, we might have a better highlight on our hands.
The highlight nonetheless. And this lead has ballooned to 18 points. Remember, if you guys just tuned in, Parañaque, they were actually in the lead a few times in this game. Led by as much as 6 points. I think that was their biggest lead of the game. But then Sarangani had a big third quarter, and they have sustained it here in the fourth quarter, Dre. A lack of defense of Parañaque getting exposed once again.
A very strong second half by Sarangani, especially on the transition. Making use of those misses by Parañaque, turning it into points. Also, Mix Pascual was a huge contributor to this run by Sarangani, having three pointers this half.
Pascual had 7 in the first half. He's got 12 here in the second half. Sarangani's 3 points behind the century mark, make that 2. 3 minutes and 33 remaining in this game. Alana sees nobody inside. Gozum tries to help out, leaves that one short. He's cooled down here in the fourth quarter.
Well, you could also say it's a fatigue factor. He's been attacking the rim ever since the first quarter. Syempre, this fourth quarter, with that much high of a usage rate, you could expect the fatigue factor to set in for Shaq Alanes.
Well, on the other hand, Sarangani, I think they've been really rotating their players well. Coach Toto Duhilio putting in some fresh legs constantly. Baltazar sees nobody trying to challenge him there, and that's going to add to Parañaque's total. 81-98 still, though.
Parañaque needs to get stops, score in transition if they have hopes of still winning this game.
The gripper trying to take away as much from the game clock here on this possession. Gozum gets away from the defense. Beautiful spin, but no finish. Alanes gets it to Castro, who's still able to recover there.
Yeah, it's 11 points by Castro.
98-83. Time definitely not on the side of the Patriots. May milagro pa bang mangyayari dito?
I expect Sarangani to burn out the clock as much as possible.
Here's Mix Pascual, who's been the hot hand from the outside for Sarangani here in the fourth quarter, and he lends that hot hand to Charles Caliano. That just might be the icing on top of the cake.
Charles Caliano playing a great game.
And so is Shaq Alanes, but he's only managed to score 8 points here in the second half compared to the 14 he scored in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, a little too late here for Shaq Alanes. 22 points, still not enough for the Parañaque Patriots.
Now he had 2 other guys scoring in double figures in Alan Mangas and Tuiti Santos, but the lack of defense just really the big factor here for Parañaque in letting Sarangani establish this lead.
Yeah, especially in the second half, we see bad transition defense by Parañaque, which led to this lead to balloon to this amount.
Martin Gozum committing a turnover here. Napataas na lang ng kamay sa ulo niya si Coach Toto Duhilio. Backing violation against Martin Gozum. Just waiting for the final score here. Angahas goes for the 3. Stacamento clears it for Sarangani. So this puts Sarangani still in contention for that final play-in spot in the South. They will rise to 10 and 18, which now ties them with the Cebu Greats. But Sarangani was the winner of that matchup against Cebu early in the season. So if the play-in did start now, they would be the one having that chance to contend with Muntinlupa for that final spot. Pero siyempre ang Muntinlupa, meron pa silang 3 laro na natitira, including the next one in our triple header this afternoon. They will go up against Rizal at 6 o'clock p.m. right after this matchup between Parañaque and Sarangani. Gripper will dribble out the clock here. Agaw pa nga ni James Mangas. Mangas could not hit the 3, and that's gonna do it. Sarangani Gripper escaped the Parañaque Patriots in this game. 103-89. total team effort for Sarangani in this game. Lots of guys turning in their respective contributions to the cause of their team sa laro na to.
Yeah, much needed must-win game here for Sarangani, and it showed. They played like they really wanted to win today.
And Mix Pascual was the fuse that was lit by the gripper in the second half, and he exploded much so into flames, especially from the outside para dito sa kanilang kupunan. Big reason why they were able to establish that insurmountable lead, which turned out to be the jugular for Parañaque in this game. Sarangani winning 103-89. Mix Pascual is at courtside with Miss Andrea Andicio.
Maraming salamat, Javi. First of all, congratulations, Migs. After your good performance last game, sinundan mo naman ng double-double career high performance. Migs, nakwento mo sa akin kanina na it took you a while before you got your rhythm here in the MPBL. After your previous performances, masasabi mo ba na nakukuha mo na talaga yung rhythm mo?
First of all, gusto ko magpasalamat kay Lord kasi nakuha namin yung panalo ngayon. Yun nga, nung mga nakaraang game, syempre, yun nga, medyo natambakan kami, di ba? So, gusto lang namin bumawi and syempre, yung instruction ng coaches na lumaban pa rin kahit, di ba, kasi nandun pa rin kami, naglalaro pa rin kami sa play-in. So, ngayon, binigay lang namin yung best namin and bonus na lang syempre yung nag-best player ako ngayon.
And also, Migs, na kwento sa akin ni Coach Toto na kulang nga daw ang team nyo ngayon, maraming walang players. Is that the reason why you are urging yourself to step up?
Syempre kasi sina Kuya Kit, sina Kuya Jeff Villarnes, nung una kong pasok dito, nandito sila eh. So, malaking adjustment din yung nawala sila bigla. Pero yun nga, kailangan namin mag-step up. So, yun yung ginawa ko ngayon and nung nakaraang game.
Alright, very nice words. Do you have any greetings or shoutouts? Go ahead.
First of all, binabati ko yung family ko dito. Ayan, daddy ko, mga kaibigan ng daddy ko, and mga pinsang ko, tita ko. Pascual family, Alcoriza, Sumulong, and syempre yung De La Paz family. Yun lang. And yung mga kaibigan ko sa amin and yung mga tropa ko sa mga schools ko before. Yun lang.
Once again, that was Mix Pascual, our best player of the game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrea. Congratulations to Mix Pascual and Sarangani for winning their 10th win of the season. Up next, we have Muntinlupa going up against Rizal. For my partner, Andre Doremdes, our courtside reporter, Miss Andre Andicio, this is Javi Palanya. Keep it locked in here on the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.